The story of Noah and the flood from Genesis 6:9 through 9:17 BSB. This is the account of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God, and Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in the sight of God and full of violence. And God looked upon the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all living creatures on the earth had corrupted their ways. And God said to Noah, "The end of all living creatures has come before me, because through them the earth is full of violence. Now behold, I will destroy both them and the earth. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood, make rooms in the ark, and coat it with pitch inside and out. And this is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. You are to make a roof for the ark. Finish its walls a cubit from the top, place a door in the side of the ark, and build lower, middle, and upper decks. And behold, I will bring floodwaters upon the earth to destroy every creature under the heavens that has the breath of life. Everything on the earth will perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark. You and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. And you are to bring 2 of every living creature into the ark, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird and animal and crawling creature will come to you to be kept alive. You are also to take for yourself every kind of food that is eaten and gather it as food for yourselves and for the animals." So Noah did everything precisely as God had commanded him. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. You are to take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, a pair of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and 7 pairs of every kind of bird of the air, male and female, to preserve their offspring on the face of all the earth. For 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living thing I have made." And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him. Now Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came upon the earth. And Noah and his wife, with his sons and their wives, entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood. The clean and unclean animals, the birds, and everything that crawls along the ground came to Noah to enter the ark, 2 by 2, male and female, as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days the floodwaters came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and the rain fell upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On that very day Noah entered the ark along with his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and his wife, and the 3 wives of his sons. They and every kind of wild animal, livestock, crawling creature, bird, and winged creature. They came to Noah to enter the ark, 2 by 2 of every creature with the breath of life. And they entered, the male and the female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth, and the waters rose and lifted the ark high above the earth. So the waters continued to surge and rise greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the waters. Finally, the waters completely prevailed upon the earth, so that all the high mountains under all the heavens were covered. The waters rose and covered the mountaintops to a depth of 15 cubits. And every living thing that moved upon the earth perished: birds, livestock, animals, every creature that swarms upon the earth, and all mankind. Of all that was on dry land, everything that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. And every living thing on the face of the earth was destroyed: man and livestock, crawling creatures, and birds of the air. They were blotted out from the earth. And only Noah and those with him in the ark remained. And the waters prevailed upon the earth for 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all the animals and livestock that were with him in the ark. And God sent a wind over the earth, and the waters began to subside. The springs of the deep and the floodgates of the heavens were closed, and the rain from the sky was restrained. The waters receded steadily from the earth, and after 150 days, the waters had gone down. On the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat, and the waters continued to recede until the 10th month. And on the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains became visible. After 40 days, Noah opened the window he had made in the ark and sent out a raven. It kept flying back and forth until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then Noah sent out a dove to see if the waters had receded from the surface of the ground. But the dove found no place to rest her foot, and she returned to him in the ark, because the waters were still covering the surface of all the earth. So he reached out his hand and brought her back inside the ark. Noah waited 7 more days, and again sent out the dove from the ark. And behold, the dove returned to him in the evening with a freshly plucked olive leaf in her beak. So Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And Noah waited 7 more days, and sent out the dove again. But this time she did not return to him. In Noah's 601st year, on the first day of the 1st month, the waters had dried up from the earth. So Noah removed the covering from the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was dry. By the 27th day of the 2nd month, the earth was fully dry. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife, along with your sons and their wives. Bring out all the living creatures that are with you, birds, livestock, and everything that crawls upon the ground, so that they can spread out over the earth and be fruitful and multiply upon it." So Noah came out, along with his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives, every living creature, every creeping thing, and every bird, everything that moves upon the earth. They came out of the ark, kind by kind. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking from every kind of clean animal and clean bird, he offered burnt offerings on the altar. When the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, he said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of man, even though every inclination of his heart is evil from his youth, and never again will I destroy all living things as I have done. And as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall never cease." And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on every living creature of the earth, every bird of the air, every creature that crawls on the ground, and all the fish of the sea. They are delivered into your hand. Everything that lives and moves will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you all things. But you must not eat meat with its lifeblood still in it. And surely I will require the life of any man or beast by whose hand your lifeblood is shed. I will demand an accounting from anyone who takes a life of his fellow man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man his blood will be shed. For in his own image God has made mankind. But as for you, be fruitful and multiply. Spread out across the earth and multiply upon it." Then God said to Noah and his sons with him, "Behold, I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth, every living thing that came out of the ark. And I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be cut off by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I form clouds over the earth, and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and every living creature of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. And whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of every kind that is on the earth." So God said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and every creature on the earth. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to VerseFetch.